Do a 2 minute countdown. Kind of getting tired of those 2 minute countdowns. It's funny though, is I found out if I go back and delete the 2 minute countdown or edit it out, it will erase all the live comments. And I'm like, man, that really stinks because it's kind of cool to show all the live comments that you guys left. In fact, a lot of times I'm saying things back to you guys when you comment, and then not have those live comments anymore. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of weird. Who's he talking to? Why is he talking about this or that or answering somebody's question when? So, for those of you that see the countdown and you don't like it, just fast forward. Obviously, you can't fast forward when it's live, but otherwise you can. So hopefully I've wasted enough time for people to show up. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first of all, welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, or if you want, just sound off. You know, say who's here, and I'll say hi back to you. So, there's this shop that I really love, and it is called Figure Chop Shop, or something like that. And I've talked about it before. I have a link in the description. And the guy literally takes figures and he chops them up and sells you the parts. So it's a chop shop for figures. And as you guys know, I stole Fisto's cuffs to make my really cool King Grayskull. Wow, it has been a long day. So to make my King Grayskull, actually I'm going to grab him really quick so you guys can see, those who may not have seen my custom. Oh, King Grayskull, come here. Oh man. Oh, don't take a dive. Brave Star almost took a dive off the shelf. So here is my custom King Grayskull that I made that I'm really proud of. And when I made him, I stole some parts, obviously, from some different figures. So the parts I stole were the wristbands from Fisto, and it took 2 of them, and each Fisto only comes with 1. And then I also stole the boots from He-Man. So I ended up, and then the body is actually Savage He-Man. So that's how I made my custom King Grayskull. And the reason why I wanted to make a custom King Grayskull, or that body, for those of you that don't know, is that body is a lot larger than the classics. So that now I can have a King Grayskull that's actually larger than the standard classic buck. So that's why I did that. So, chop shop. I bought new boots and finally got a cuff that I can replace for Fisto. Which is kind of funny because now I'm getting lots of these metal fists because I keep getting the cuffs from him. So let's go ahead and stick that back on there. Dun da da! Fisto is complete. Back to normal. Actually, you know what? I should line that up with the line. There we go. Hooray! That was a pretty easy fix. Not much to it. It's so crazy. These fists are actually made of metal on the ends. I think that's so weird. Anyway, you can go back now, Fisto, now you've been repaired and fixed. Thanks, Todd. I feel so much better now. Anyway, so now the next guy to fix is Hopalong Cassidy. So we found out that when I put a regular leg on him, it was a different size hookup, as you can see here, because we got a big giant gap. So you can't use the bottom half of your Savage He-Man, your regular He-Man. It doesn't quite line up right. The muscle structure and the bones don't line up right. It's kind of a dent right here difference. So even that part of the Savage He-Man is different. Not only is the buck different on top, but even just the leg parts are different. It's kind of crazy how much different they made everything. So we're going to go ahead and fix him because I also bought new boots. And again, for those that are joining, the Chop Shop link is in the description. You want to see the parts that the guy has. Now, his parts are a little bit on the spendy side. If you were to add up all the parts, you could have just bought a figure. But if you just need some boots or a wrist cuff, or in this case, some extra legs, it's a lot cheaper just to buy those parts than it is to buy a whole new figure just for the parts. So the chop shop's pretty clever because he's making money by selling the pieces for, yes, Mike V, I do too. Hey, Jinx Caliber, thanks for joining me. Because, you know, if you just need a piece or two, it's way cheaper just to get the pieces from him than it is to go and buy a whole figure. See, I put Brave Star's fort up here now on my desk, so it's no longer sitting on the floor, which I'm glad I got it off the floor finally. My place is getting cleaner, getting things just about all done. So let's go ahead and soak his leg in there. He's got an ingrown toenail, so we got to soak his foot in the hot water. So next we have some leg replacements. Dun, da, da. Now I've been doing some leg replacements already, as you guys know. So like for instance, the ones I showed earlier is I replaced her legs. Ooh, ah, so now she has the right knees. And the skin color doesn't quite match, but it's not that big of a deal. You would tell like she's wearing nylons if you want, or that her legs are just tan. Somebody else pointed it out to me because at first I swapped the hands too. So just her face and chest were tan, or lighter color. Because just have her legs darker. People have darker legs all the time in the real world. So it's like, okay, that makes sense. I kind of like that. That will work. Now, if you take a look at my leftover pieces right now, I have a mismatched set because the bottom of the legs were a different size for She-Ra. So let me get my She-Ra out that I transformed. She-Ra, where are you? Well, I have one here, but this is the non-transformed one. Where is the other Raw of She? It's funny, usually I can see her curly hair first. It reminds me of a zinger. When I was a kid, I used to love zingers. And you can see she has the sporting the nice, beautiful knees. Now, it's kind of weird because she's so fair-skinned. I did go ahead and just swap the top half, so the bottom half of the legs are a different color. But you know, it's not really that noticeable, so I'm cool with that. Now, hopefully they re-release She-Ra eventually with her new knees. That'd be way cooler. But until then, she gets the sorceress's top half of her thigh. So, which left me with some other figures still to swap. Now, oh, He-Man's probably ready to get his leg switched out. Guess I should have stuck these boots in the hot water too. There we go. They go like that. So let's drop those boots right in there. And if you take a look, this is the Tila that I fixed the knees myself. So you can kind of see how I tried to make knees before they came out with the new knees. Now this Tila is sporting an original Tila head from the 80s. You can see the difference in the face. And it's kind of cool using the old head. So this way it makes the Tila with the snake armor look different enough than the Tila without. So that's something I wanted to do. So the skin color again does not quite match, as you can see. But with the headdress on, you wouldn't even know. But it is kind of a cool fix for her. Or not fix, but different way. And once the headdress is on, you really can't tell that her skin color doesn't quite match because it has that separation line between the armor and the rest of her body. So there we go. But anyway, so I'm not sure whose knees I should fix. Should I fix hers or should I fix the incumbent one? I think for this fix, I'm going to do the incumbent one for now. Wow. Her waist is really loose. Loosey-goosey waist on her. All right. So I have two sets of legs that I bought. So let's go ahead and let's look at the skin color difference. There's almost no difference at all. It's pretty close. So that's going to be pretty cool. Now, you're probably wondering, why don't I just buy a Tila that already has the right legs? The reason is twofold. One, the sorceress costs less than Tila. Two, buying just the leg set from Chop Shop is even cheaper yet. So that's why I can buy them cheaper just like this instead of going and buying a new Tila. All right, let's check out those boots. I think they're done. All right, Flea Man. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's got an R for right. Look at that. That looks wrong. And an L for left. I guess. It looks more correct. I know I'm going to mix the R and the L up because I think they got them wrong. What do you guys think? Does that look better that way? That's the way they're supposed to go. Let me take another look at a different He-Man figure, one that I've not pulled the boots off yet. Yeah, they look weird. They look like they're on the wrong feet, but I guess that's the way they made them. Okay. Wrong looking feet they are. Let's take a look at Fisto. Yeah, his are that way too. I guess it's just how they designed them, with the boots kind of swooping out instead of swooping in. Yeah, the prices are crazy. All right. So there we go. He now has his boots back. He can now be turned back into He-Man once they get the armor and the wrist cuffs back on him. Dun, da, da. Thank you, Chop Shop, for the parts. Just print the dungeon part already. All right, let's go and kick this foot back. Okay, so let's pull these legs out of here. You know what? I'm going to leave them in there for a little bit longer so I can prepare her first. Ugh. And I guess I could just swap them just like that if I wanted to switch out who gets the legs. We will drop them into the hot water, the vat of heating. I spend too much on Origins 2, but I love it, laughing out loud. All right. Stand. Now, hopefully, I'm afraid that they might not work. We'll see. So let's pull off the boots. Let's see. See, hers are right. Hers tuck in the right direction. So I'm not sure why Revelations is so weird. Let's set the flabby knee skin flap. And let's get the circumcised knees out. All right. Dun da 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 da. Now what's funny is Chop Shop gets more parts. I might be able just to get actually Tila's knees, or somebody who actually still needs to have fixed. Maybe even a Evil Lynn's instead of buying a new yellow Evil Lynn. There we go. She is fixed. She is ready to go. Now she can kick butt. All right, so I still have to decide this last pair of knees. I don't know whether to restore the sorceress back to her plentiful self with the correct knees. Or, you know what? I should just do that. I should just put her back to her normal knees, normal legs. All right. We shall fix her too. Just missing 1 or 2 exclusives, but I have all up-to-date collection. Yeah, the exclusives, you don't have to count those really as part of your sets. I did have some exclusives, and I ended up selling most of them. I used to have the the cool what was it called? Lords of Power, I think it was. And you know, it was a cool set to have, but they got so high on eBay. It's like, you know what? I would rather have the cash than to have than to actually have the figures. So I actually ended up selling mine just because the prices were so high. And it's funny, people got irritated at me, like, hey, sell it to me for a cost. It's like, no, I'm selling it because the price is so high. You know, if the price isn't so high, I would keep myself. It was just the cost. So it wasn't that it was like, I was like, I'm selling them to get rid of it. I was selling it because I couldn't believe how high they were going for. And look at that. Back to normal. See the difference? Ooh, all right. So, in case you didn't know the news yet, I put my Spirit of Grayskull up on eBay. Starting bid is $1. And I actually have a link in the description. You want to click it and bid on it. And it's huge. It's big. It glows. It's awesome. There it is. Today I did another photo shoot. You can see I did a black wash on it now. So, and then I coated it with tons of clear after I did the black wash. So there it is, all black washed. And basically, I'm selling it because it's big. And right now, my room being kind of a mess, I want to wait till I finish cleaning my room up completely before I make another one for myself. So this might be the only one I make. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, let me show you these cool photo shoots I did. Actually, if you go to the eBay auction, I got some really cool photos on it. So like, so there it is on top of the castle again. And check that out. Ooh, it came out so cool. I was pretty happy with that shot. That was pretty neat. I got the blue and red lights again, just like I did last night. And the glowing. Now I did just use a long exposure on this, and to try to get the lighting just right took a lot of effort. So you can see all my bad pictures, and finally I got the coup de grace picture. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. All right, so if you guys want to get this giant Spirit of Grayskull, and you can see how big it is next to the one that we got. The starting bid, $1. It's on eBay right now. The link's in the description. Feel free to get it. But we're going to actually move to the other room. And the other room I have my other one that's printing right now. Look at that. Hey, Cookie, thanks for joining us. So let me go ahead and let's go in the other room and check this out. So let me grab my, see, here's our microphone. Hopefully we don't lose connection like we did the other night when I did this. I'll try to keep the phone level so it doesn't freak out on us. And while we're walking there, I'll let you guys look at that cool glow-in-the-dark picture again. Ooh, ooh, instead of my hand. Oh, now I gotta open the door. I gotta let go of the phone. Ugh. All right, so we have made it to the other room. Oops. There we go. We've made it to the other room. Oh, it's finished printing. No way. It wasn't supposed to be done until tonight at like 9 o'clock or something. Come on, focus. Focus. Ugh. I'm gonna have to take it into the room with us and check it out. Oh, it's still stuck on the bed though. You have to wait till the bed cools before you can pull it off. And it's still pretty hot, so you have to leave it there. You can see all the supports on it though, holding it up. It looks kind of creepy, like things are just growing out of his eye and stuff. So this one is actually the same size as the one that we got at the pack. And Let me go ahead and charge this up. And this one actually glows green instead of white. So you can see there when I charge that one side up. This is actually, the room's still lit up. It's not dark. So this glow is like super bright. Way different than the white one. So look how cool that looks. Let's kill the lights. Oh, that is going to be so cool. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Once this cools down, I will grab it. Oh, hurry up and cool down. Look at these crazy connection pieces. Those are so wild. You can still see it's still kind of greenish where it's still glowing, even the light. All right, let's go walk back in the room. If this video is a little longer, then maybe I'll come back in here and grab it. And we can play with it in the other room. Oh, turn off my light. There we go. I'll put that same glow in the dark picture when we walk back. I'll put the light one on there. Woo! Gotta handle the phone with one hand again. It actually finished already, Pretty Lady.
No.
But the bed's too hot to pull it off, so I can't bring it in there yet.
No.
People would just join and probably like, what is we looking at? What is that mess? Oh, that's going to be so cool. I can't wait to show you guys that green one. Maybe I'll do a second video tonight just for that one. All right, look at this mess of female figures everywhere. All these crazy parts. Huh. Where is Fisto? Fisto? We are going to try a fist swap. See if I can give him a metal fist. Oh. I would really enjoy having a metal fist, Todd. Ah, my arm! Okay, so let's go ahead and stick this in the water and take off his fist. Do 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 do. Not quite. A little more silkage. I'll just drop it down in there. If that fits on there, it'd be cool. You know, it might. No, I was gonna see it fit on just a regular one. Looks like this one's had some little bit of crackage going on. So I may have to use one of the other fists, but I got a bunch of metal fists around here because I kept buying those Fisto parts. Let's see if we can find one that's uncracked. Fisto parts, where are you? See, here's my pile of wounded warriors. Ouch. That is sharp. I just stabbed myself with my own custom sword that I made. The points on these are so sharp. Not for children. Oh, I can't find one of the fists now. I'm sure I tossed it in the box and now it's sank to the bottom. Okay, I will set that aside for now. Let's go and pull his arm out and see if we can't get that fist off. And then I'll swap it out with a different metal fist later. But let's just see how it fits. It might not even fit, right? Yeah, it doesn't even really fit in there. It would take some definite hogging that out to make it fit. Bummer. That'd been cool to give this Fisto a big old metal fist. Yeah, you can see the shape difference. You'd have to actually hog this out to be rounded to fit the shape of that. But if it would have worked, that would have been cool. Oh well. You get just the lame plastic one, man. Oh, that would have been cool. Oh well. Let me check your guys' comments because I just realized I got my comments off. You guys were commenting like crazy, wondering why isn't that guy answering us? I think they're saving the reveal for the SDS in July. They need a big reveal then. Let's see. Oh, Snake Mountain. Yes, that'd be cool. Did my video stop? I'm still live, right? You guys can still see me? Yeah, you got any more Blue Origin swords by chance? I do not right now. Sorry, Mike. I'll double check one of my boxes later and send you a thing on Facebook if I do find some. Okay, cool. Great, great, great. All right. I wish that bed would hurry and cool down so I could bring that part in here. We could mess around with it. So, here's something kind of fun. Lights off. As you guys know, I use my phone all the time to control the lights in this room. But what you may not know is my overhead light is also under control. I call it sky, and so I call it the Eternia sky on my phone. So I can just say night sky. Night sky. And then it turns it blue. So I got a really dark blue light up on the ceiling. And that way I can shoot my glow-in-the-dark stuff and night scenes and stuff. So that's why you may see the blue hue all the time. Sunrise. So this is my sunrise mode, where it slowly lights up. Ooh, Sky on. Lights on. Woo, there we go. I just think it's kind of fun, you know, programming all this stuff into my phone so it can control the different lights in here to make it more fun. I got some more lights I'm going to open up soon so I could do some more cool lighting effects. I really like the blue and red on each sides, so this is what I use right here, and they are quite cool for controlling your environment for shooting videos and pictures and stop motion and everything else. Wow, you guys wrote a lot since okay, I'm gonna go try to pull that off the printer. Hopefully it's cooled enough now. You guys can stare at the Spirit of Grayskull while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Still stuck. It just takes a long time for it to cool down to room temperature. Now I could pry it off, but then you sometimes take off the finish on the printer bed, and then you have to start using glue. And so when your printer is brand new, as long as you aren't rough with it or try to yank stuff off while it's still hot, it's really cool how it works. The heat keeps the part sucked onto the actual bed that it prints on. And then when it cools off, you can just pull it off with no effort at all. But if you start to scrape it off, or you pull it off while it's hot, you pull off that finish that's on there. And then after that, nothing sticks without using a ton of glue on it. So you have to use a big old glue stick, and it's just a mess. And then the glue gets into your printer head, and then it clogs it up, and next thing you know, your printer's broken. And that's how I broke my last printer. So I am trying to avoid ruining the nice finish on this one because I just got this printer a couple weeks ago, and I got it so I can start printing the floors for Castle Grayskull. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Todd, who is your favorite He-Man character? Okay, that's a good question. First of all, for those that know me and have seen my videos, I have my top 11 right up there on the wall. And my top 11 are He-Man, Teela, Man-at-Arms, Ram-Man, and Manny Faces for the good guys. And for the evil guys is Skeletor, Beastman, Evil-Lyn, Merman, Triclops, and Trapjaw. So I have my top 11. But if like my mom said, hey, we're going to the store, you can grab only one figure. The figure I would grab every time, if I could only grab one, would be Cyclone. Cyclone would be my one figure that I would grab, even though he's not in my top 11, just because he's a fun figure to play with alone. Because he spins with your thumb, and I remember just spinning him so much, my thumb would just be blistered. And so if I could only grab one, that'd be the one I'd grab. If I can grab two, it'd be He-Man and Skeletor so they can battle. But if I only have one, Skyclone is the one that I would grab. Or Cyclone. I don't know how you say it. Is it Sky or Psy? Anyway, I don't know if it's Psy for Cyborg or Sky because he flies. Not sure. I think it's actually Cyclone. S-Y clone. But really, Cyclone's your favorite one? Mechanic. Oh, Mechanic. I still have not made my video yet. My ode to Mechanic. I'm still planning on making that. I bought the Mechanic card, even bought a 2000X Mechanic. He's still in the box, waiting to be opened just to do my ode to Mechanic. As you guys know, the Mechanic has always been the figure that I didn't like too much. And so because of fan outrage, I decided to make a video just for Mechanic to show how cool he possibly could be. Maybe might be able to change my own mind. We'll see. But I don't think so. Mike, your favorite's Beastman? Nice. Yep. Beastman has gone through a lot of cool changes through the years. The way he looks on the card back art is amazing. The way he looked in 2000X, pretty cool. But the way he looked in the original 80s line, I don't know, man. Let me take a look at him. I just happen to have one sitting out that I was looking at earlier today. Now this is actually a commemorative, so it's not really the one from the 80s directly. But still, I remember looking at him in the store. I walked back then. They used to have a front door and a back door to a lot of stores. This was like a Bartell Drugs or something, and we were at the YMCA, and I decided to leave and go to the store. And I walked in the back door of the store, down the stairs, and the store was badly lit. It was really kind of crazy. And I remember walking in there and seeing the Masters of the Universe figures and wondering which one I should get next. And then I saw this guy. And I thought, what is that? Is that a clown? Is that a clown guy? What the heck? Why do they got a clown guy? I don't even like clowns. And so I thought he was a clown. I didn't know what he was. I didn't know he was supposed to be a beast. So I just saw this orange guy with this white face makeup with some blue on it. And I thought, why is the clown figure in there? And then when I saw the back of the box, how cool he looked. I just pulled this off the wall. Actually just hung these today. I mean, look how cool that looks. That's no clown. That is some fierce warrior in some cool war paint or something, or monkey face. You know, that's pretty cool, but I don't know what happened between the two of them. But eventually, you know, once you see the snarling nostrils, you start to realize he is beast-like, and he has these things on his biceps, and, you know, he does start to wear on you, where you start to realize he is cool. And then before you know it, you become a Beastman fan. But it took a long time for me to get to that point. And of course, he never stands right. To make him stand, you got to hold your fingers right here and shake them and stand, Beastman, stand. There we go. Hooray. But yes. Now Beastman is in my top 11. Let's see. Brian Smith says Stinkor is my favorite villain. Cyclone's my favorite hero. Optic is my favorite 90s character. And Sarad, my favorite movie character. Nice. Yes, Stinkor does have a special place in my heart. Not top 11, but he is really cool. If I've probably mentioned to you guys before, if I was a character on Eternia, I probably would have been Stinkor. Yep, I have that ability to drive people away with my stench. Which is why it's good you guys are on YouTube. You don't got to smell me. So that comes out good. All right. I flocked my Beastman. Yes! Mothman 46. I love that. Let me show you. I just cleaned in here. Now I'm pulling stuff off the shelves. Whew. Okay. I have a flocked Beastman. Let me tell you the story. There he is. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. So I met this guy, and he has a website. It was called Hair Club for G.I. Joe. And in it, he would fix G.I. Joe figures. And him and his son came up with this process that was, they don't share with people how they do it. And his process was so well polished that if you went to him and you had your G.I. Joe rehaired, it did not lose value. And he's one of the only people that had the certificate saying that his reflocking did not cause your G.I. Joe to go down in value. It was the same flocking as if it was done from the original, which was kind of crazy to think that you could have it reflocked and it didn't lose value. And so I contacted the guy and said, hey, we're a bunch of He-Man fans and we got all these Mossman figures and we need to have them reflocked in green. And then as I was thinking about it, you know what? It'd be kind of cool to get Beastman flocked too. So I sent him my Beastman. I pulled him apart before I sent it to him. Took out the leg bands and stuff, so we wouldn't have to deal with that. Took his head off, took his arms off, and then mailed him the parts. And it was crazy. This was a brand new commemorative figure. I opened the box just for it. And then with shipping back and forth and the flocking fees and everything else, by the time I was done, this became not just a $30 figure I paid for to get him in the box originally. It ended up being a $90 figure by the time I was done paying for, because I think it was like $60 total by the time I was done paying for the shipping and flocking and everything else. And it was like, man, but check it out. I mean, the flocking is actually grained all different shades of oranges and browns to make it look like hair, not just a bright orange flock. And then it was fun too. He left the head bald and the abs bald on it too. So it's kind of a fun, and of course where the legs connect. So, and the bottom of the feet. So there you go. There's my flocked. Yep, that's why I use the blue one. I use the blue axe that matches the blue. So you figured that out. That's why I like to use the blue axe with him. Flock Battle Cat would be difficult, I think. Yes. Beastman should have an axe and a whip. Definitely. Yep, they do flock Panther. Does Clamp Champ's yellow harness glow in the dark? No, it does not glow in the dark. No glowing. And this is, in case you didn't know, for those who are new, this is actually my character art design named Hero. I made it from a Clamp Champ figure. And years ago, I stopped collecting in like 85, 84, somewhere around there. And so the newer figures, I never saw them. So I'd never seen a He-Man figure with brown skin before ever. And I bought a bunch of used figures. And when I bought them, I found this brown figure. Let me go ahead and show you. Stuck armor on my other one. Just this brown action figure with no armor on whatsoever. He actually looks cool in that armor. Look at that. I wonder if one of my grandkids did that. Anyway, with no armor whatsoever. And I ended up sticking He-Man's armor on him, and I kind of liked it. And that's how He-Bro got made. Was I had no idea who the character was. And then when I stuck... That looks cool. Anyway, I'll leave that on there. That's a cool idea. Anyway, so that is how I ended up with my character He-Bro. Somewhere in this pile is his yellow sword that goes with it. All right. Actually, while you guys are chatting and looking at my figures, I'm going to go ahead and check that one more time to see if it's loose yet. Battle Armor He-Bro. I like that. You think it's cool down there? Hey, it's cooled down enough. I've stalled long enough that we can now pull it off and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and move this stuff all aside. And so we can try it out on the Origins Castle, because that's what I made this one for. Because everyone is saying they wanted a glow-in-the-dark one for their Origins. Let me go and move all these figures out of the way. Now what's cool is, look at these pieces they use for support. This is something new I just found out last print I did. It's called tree supports. And it basically creates like this tree structure. It kind of wraps around his arm and everything else. It's so crazy. It's so organic looking. I love how it looks. It's cool. Let's see if I can get it off without breaking the tree. Or not the tree, the spirit. Ugh. Dun, da, da. Let's see how close it is to size. Dun, da, da. And I got a hole in the bottom. There's a hole in the bucket. I made the hole a little extra large so I don't have to worry about it not fitting. And let's go ahead and get that castle up here. Move some more figures out of the way here. A pile of wounded warriors. Let me go grab that castle. Oh. All right, Grayskull. Back you go into your spot. Castle was in shambles. I had the grandson over the other night, got it all set up for him, and he ended up falling asleep, and we did not play figures like we were going to. But the castle's still a disaster. Bum, bum, bum. See, here we got Clampy Champy. Clampy Champy. I gave him red boots. I thought he'd kind of cool. See how happy he is with his red boots? I'm happy having red boots. I think I stole his boots to give to another character. I think I gave him to my, oh, let's see here. Oh, yeah. I stole his boots for this guy here. Oh! See how cool the boots look on him? So, he was bootless. So I had to give him something, and I had these boots still in the extra part bin, and they matched the best out of all the boots I had in there. So, what a mess. See, let's check out this man at arms. Oh, it's the rocket arms. Okay, so let me go and close this castle now, maybe. Nope, still too much stuff in the way. There we go. Hoop, hoop, close it quick. All right, so up at the top of the castle is this pin right here, and this fits on that pin. This is the one that is normally we get. Whoop. And this one doesn't fit on there tight, but it does go over the pin. So there we go. Actually, maybe it's not deep enough. Oh. There's a second pin right here. I did not account for that second pin. So I'm probably going to have to drill a small hole or something to match that second pin. There you go. But you know, you don't want it way down there anyway. You want it up here. That's really where it should sit. So really you should make a block or something and put it on there. Because when it's that far down, you're missing a big chunk of what it looks like. Let me grab this waffle block here. Waffle blocks. See if we can't stack this up a little taller. Well, that's quite a bit taller. We'll just put it in the back for support. Anyway, if you happen to win this auction, this is not the one I have on there right now, let me know and I'll drill an extra hole for you if you really want it to fit in there. That's a bummer. But you could just slide it back. Whoop. There you go. Ta-da. Anyway, let's charge it up and let's see this thing glow, because that's what we want to see, right? Let me look at your guys' comments. You guys are posting a ton. Let's turn this light on it while we're looking at the comments. Burp. All right, I think these little pieces are so cool looking. Anyway, see, no business being part of Moto World. Sunman reminds me. Oh, yeah, I don't know there, Jeff. We'll have to agree to disagree, because even though I think it's fun to have other characters in the line like that, I said they could have made a separate Sunman line. I'd been cool with that, just like they did with the wrestling figures. That'd been really cool. So maybe they should have done that. Just used the exact same buck and same parts and just made a separate Sunman line instead of making it part of He-Man. And I've been fine with that too. I still would have bought them, and I still would have mixed the figures myself. Yeah, that's funny. All right, let me turn the lights off. First, my night sky. Night sky. Lights off. All right, so let's go ahead and finish charging this up. Kill this light. Kill this light. And burn, burn, burn. That is cool. Look how bright that thing glows. Ooh. Pretty cool. Look at these pieces here. It's so cool looking. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, it could have worked as a separate line. They could have done a whole separate thing. Maybe did a crossover like they did with some of the stuff for the wrestling guys, but other than that, see, why couldn't they make theirs glow in the dark? That's funny. Look at that. You just put it in front of the other one. I wonder how hard would you make something that just goes in the back of this? Nah, that'd be way too difficult. You should put Scare Glow next to it. Here comes the light. Oh, the light. I was blinded by the light. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, Scare Glow is brighter. That's crazy. I cannot believe that Scare Glow the way they made him. Ugh. We got one more glow guy to put up here. Bum, bum, bum. Where's my light? Watch your eyes, you guys. Oh! See, you can just play in the dark. Oh, I didn't see your feet. They're not glowing. Oh. There we go. Now see, if this would light up, that would be cool to have this beam light up. And I could have Ghostbuster He-Man take care of business. Oh, the spirit of Grayskull. Zap, zap, zap. Oh. That'd be so cool. I should work on something like that, trying to figure out a way to make this thing glow. That'd be cool. Anyway, I think that's about all I got tonight. I was just killing time trying to get this off the printer, the small one. Anyway, yes, Super 7 did make a He-Man that glows in the dark. It's supposed to be the transforming He-Man. They do have a glow proton stream. Wow, I didn't know that. Because I actually bought the Ghostbuster figures just to get this proton stream. Let's see. Video Fox is working on putting a Black Star head on a Remco Hercules. Similar skin tones. I'll make a Moto-esque Black Star to display with the Masters. So cool. Yeah, I'm working on a bunch of crossover customs. I love good crossovers. Oh yeah. You guys know I do. Obviously, you've seen my Darth Vader and my Princess Leia and other ones I have too. So, yep. Good crossover is always cool. All right. So, this is the end, my friends. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. I can't believe I've been on here almost an hour. Holy cow. That's a long video for just nothing. Just talking about stuff. Hanging out. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And, we will talk soon, maybe tomorrow. Where's Ghostbuster He-Man? I'll get him again. There he is. Oh. Because it even says He-Man on his shirt, too. He-Man. Yeah, I got a whole video on how I made him and stuff. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Bye now.